Of bare block to full swap, we are gonna stop getting intoxicated. I finally put the fuel pump back in the car, put a 255 Derale fuel pump in the stock hanger, and we added a return line. Next step, started to run the fuel lines to the engine bay. Also, I buttoned up the transmission, which I'll show you right now. So this is a CD09. Basically, we're using the ICT billet adapter. This is a T56 bell housing, and then we're using a GK Tech shifter relocation. Now the shifter itself is probably going to be too far forward, but we're gonna have to cut this, just move it back basically an inch. This thing is looking amazing. And the other thing we're going to do today is going to be our steam ports. So let me take this off and I'll show you guys. All right, so I'm using this Brian Tooley steam port kit. It uses these Earls. Super cool AN fitting, like adapters. So basically I'm going to run the back to the front on both sides, and then I'm going to tee this, and I drilled my water pump, so there'll be no additional lines going to the radiator or nothing like that. It'll all be right here, so it's going to be super clean. Bam, bam, and then teed into right there. Let me give you a walk around, because this thing is hot. Yes, look at that. Hot. And we got the BTR. Yeah. Yes, yes, and yes. Cannot wait. Oh, you know what? You know what else we're gonna do? We are gonna put the whole drive assembly on, because I have ICT brackets. I'm gonna mount the power steering pump, the alternator down there, and yeah, should be super clean. But here's the first one done. Bam. We're gonna make the second one right here, so it'll go like that, and then we're gonna make a crossover that goes from there to there whenever those fittings arrive. The BTR steam port kit ready to go. I'm just gonna tighten these up, and that's pretty much done. Now we're gonna put the whole front assembly on. So I got my F-body style pump. I did this metal wheel because you can access the bolts. In case it fails and I need to replace it, I can easier. Got the ICT power steering kits, which I'm definitely gonna have to read these instructions. And I really hope I don't need any original hardware for this, because I damn sure don't have it. And then here is the, I'm assuming this is the low mount alternator. So ICT billet joints. I'll start with the power steering bracket. Not gonna lie, sounds majestic out here today. Sounds like all kinds of creatures are, I got birds wrestling on my lawn right now. Wild. Gonna ask you a question before I show you this. Is it stupid if it works? Voila, this is what we're working with. I found a bolt, but it's extremely long because this is like a 3/8 like course. So we are gonna take our chances here and see if this will actually press this on. Oh no, no, no. We are not doing that, my friend. Might have to find an actual tool or bolt to do this. So I shall return. Better yet, let's move on to the alternator. Okay, that is a radiator.
Huh.
Or, listen to me, that is an alternator. That is an alternator. Yo, I'm tripping right now. Excuse me, bud. Like, where? This must be for a different style. Oh shit. Slow moment. Not feeling very bright right now. That was wild. Nice and nice. All right, now let me figure out the pulley situation because I'm slow. I forgot to hit record, but voila. Motor's all done. Obviously I have a ton of money into this thing. I didn't want to try to get this on with any old bolt, so I just went ahead and rented the tool. But here we are, looking amazing. Cannot wait to get this thing rolling. Okay, back at it like a crack addict. A bunch of fittings arrived today, so I can plumb this up. All right, let's check this out. So I got a 90, I got like a T right here, so this would go straight. And then this, being so close, is kind of sketch. So this is what I came up with. I don't know if I like this or not. I'm terrified that this might leak, but there's the crossover in here. I got the I'll take the manifold off and show you in just a second, but I was afraid that maybe this would make contact, like when we put the AN fitting on, but I could also just run a gauge here, a fuel gauge, and then it'll push it out, and then I could go under with the 90 to the other one. So there's that, and then this should clear just fine with the rubber hose if I run this. So that is what that looks like. Has a little dip to go right under that bad boy. So it's like the perfect shape. And then this right here, it's kind of funky, but it's not pinched or anything. It should work. We'll see. We'll let it ride.